Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hi. Not gonna lie, I'm like a bit sleepy, but I stayed up. I decided to be semi-good. I was farming a little bit of the lotto event, and then I did a tiny bit of homework, and now I'm here for some Arknights, woohoo! I'm also debating if I wanna get more gacha funds for this game because the event, or not the event, the banner ends soon. I'm like, I kinda wanna go for a copy of Lappy, but at the same time. Oh man, I feel some fear. You know, I got some time, I can think about it for now. So now, the honored guest. Oh my goodness, though, all the mind games during this event. Holy cow, everyone's just going to the wrong person. And okay, it's not bad. No fear. All is fine. Fine enough for now anyways. Stare. November 7th, 8:30 a.m. I am excited for the update though, and I'm gonna finish the fight in the morning with aka Last About 7. And then check out that new thingy.
Jeslovinia. The Vopo was just sighted in this area. She's a sharp one, practically stays in a new place every day. We investigated every place she's been and only figured out her approximate location.
Ingrid, Venetia. Oh no, what timing? Back in law school, my jurisprudence professor mentioned the name once, but it didn't even come to my mind last night. She told us Syracuse's cruel and conflictive atmosphere stems not from the local races here, but originates from the land itself. Her rationale for how a gentle Vopo could turn into a Vopo even more ruthless than a wolf after coming to Syracuse, and our laws are to rein in this sort of inevitable evolution. Inevitable evolution? Oh gosh. Hey, hello. I feel a bit tired, a bit worried about finals week, but you know, it's fine. I'm just gonna survive. And at least tonight I get to look forward to starting Kamen Rider Kuga.
Ingrid has more than 20 criminal records spread out between 5 nomadic city courts, each one corresponding to a spike in the Venetia's influence in the area. The Familia has also always tried their best to keep her away from any revenge killings or court trials. Rumor has it that Venetia Sr. even favored her more than his actual daughter. But in 1094, Ingrid suddenly left the Familia.
Left? Yeah. Was able to find the special chapter versions. So, I'm excited for that.
More accurately, she defected. Venetia Trucking expanded their business to Turney then. Familia Tancredi was actively provoking the other side so that they could plunder the local alloy deposits. The conflict intensified and eventually escalated into a gang war.
Today, at work, I had coffee and donuts. Unfortunately, no plain sugar donut. At home, I ate some chips and dip, a little bit of macadamia nuts and chocolate. I also had some water. That'd be my food for the day.
The two Grey Hall Familiae were practically locked in a cycle of violence, and they even tried to put a hit on the Venetia Sr. Ingrid went to a killing spree, taking down more than 10 of the Tancredi's made men. Strange thing is, when Signora Cecilia personally came down and the two Familiae finally managed to start negotiations, Ingrid ignored the Don's order to stop and continue her slaughter. I saw the records. The stuff she did freaks me out even now.
Never get on Mama's bad side. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Poor Kuga not having its own movie. At least it has a manga. Motive?
Unclear. Anyway, Ingrid basically challenged Signora Cecilia's authority with her actions, but vanished without a trace after that. The entire Familia of Venetia was blamed for this, and they almost met the same fate as Familia Texas.
The young judge imagines the Vopo taking lives in the city, along with the smile that never left her face while they were at the winery yesterday.
Judge, a top killer from the Familia, with many murder cases in her hands, suddenly appearing in Nuovo Volsini, right in time for Carnival. We can't let her move as she pleases. You mean? The Familia here have all passed their background checks. Every member and weapon is registered and strictly regulated. Someone like Ingrid is likely to act as another person's blade, regardless of whether she knows it or not.
Aww. They had plans to make a movie, but they couldn't come up with a script they liked. Sad.
We need to capture her first at all costs. Yes, but this area is huge. We still haven't managed to nail down her exact location yet. If the information about her and her daughter is accurate, I'm sure she's headed towards a certain place.
Lavinia looks toward an inconspicuous sign not far away from them. Rhodes Island Branch Office. Hey, welcome to Rhodes Island.
The shop I often go to source materials is about to close for Carnival. We'll need to update our reserve count on the terminal in advance. How's Vigil's doing? The Landship dispatched a doctor to the hospital, but we haven't gotten any news since.
Dunno. The support mission this time has a high confidentiality level. I don't have enough clearance to check his latest data. I looked for Penance earlier and she seems hesitant to share too much to us.
Let's trust our colleagues. We just need to complete our support logistical work.
There's a new notice on PRTS. Approved. Application to increase security level of Nuovo Volsini branch office requested by Penance? Well, there's a Rhodes Island safe house here too. I see these Rhodes Islanders are like tusk beasts. Dig many hideouts for themselves. Huff. Don't attract any attention. Focus on recovering my strength. Stomach groans. Luna Cub huddles between the ceiling and the ventilation duct, rubbing her empty belly with some frustration. I smell something sweet, like honey. No, I need to focus. Gotta sharpen my arrows while time is on my side. I can eat first? But Agnes, didn't you say I have to be patient while I'm out hunting? My stomach can wait. I don't want you to lose. Yep. I'll do everything else you say except for this. I don't want to let you down. Luna Cub hides in a corner, grabbing her bow and taking aim, almost instinctively. Not a wolf. It's the kind of smell that Agnes hates.
My nose isn't as sharp to tell which one you are. But I know one of you is hiding in here. You have 10 seconds to leave this place. I'll wait for you outside. Of course, it won't be hard for me to get around Rhodes Island employees to deal with you, but I'd rather not take the risk. So do me a favor. I'm trying my best to avoid leaving a bad impression on Lisa's coworkers.
For Mama. Ooh, putting your PS2 back onto replay and 100% Kingdom Hearts 2? Ooh, that sounds like a fun plan.
I guess there's no room for discussion. I guess there's no more room for discussion. A timely response. Interesting. I suggest everyone put their weapons down. We've sealed the exits and activated all defense systems, so let's not make it any worse.
You set a trap for me?
Trap? It's just a regular security system at work.
Rhodes Island truly does not disappoint.
I assure you, we're just protecting our own assets, miss. If the two of you could just wait a moment, the government will soon take things over from here.
Agnes, any ideas to get out of here? Agnes? Agnes? Where are you?
We meet again, Ingrid. An unregistered visitor using a deadly weapon inside the city and vandalizing assets belonging to a legitimate company. This time, you will have to come with me for an investigation. And her?
Ingrid points at the girl who is still warily observing the situation developing around her.
We'll bring her along too.
Agnes needs me. My hunt hasn't ended yet. Stomach groans. Everyone present turns to look at the source of the sound in unison.
We'll get some food for you. Please, Signora Venetia, I don't wish to have the police act. You want to protect her? This is something for us to consider. Alright, I'll come along. Only because you have my respect, Lavinia.
Judge Lavinia, we're done with our pre-registrations. The rest of the process will be a breeze.
I said I'd cooperate, didn't I? Leon told me about the game. You're in it too, like her?
Lavinia looks at Lunacub. Grazie mille for the honey biscuits. Lunacub gobbles down her food as she keeps her eyes on everyone around her. So can I leave already? I have important things to do.
I'm no fan, Lavinia. I told you. I'm just a mother in search of justice for her daughter.
Hands off my bow! Judge, should we take her in? What if?
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Remember me, Lunacub? Don't be rash. The police have already locked down this area. Stay by my side. It'll be good for all of us. You can trust me.
I only trust Agnes.
Bernardo trusted me too.
He's dead.
But his heir still lives.
I want to ask Agnes about this, but she hasn't been replying to me for a while.
Stay with me, and you won't have to worry about getting into trouble. You'll have more time to contact Agnes too.
Ingrid quietly watches Lavinia as she persuades Lunacub. The girl covered with a wild scent is hesitating. Ingrid knows an opportunity approaches. If Lavinia can get Agnes' fang under control, that will save Ingrid a lot of trouble. The other fang in hiding will surely come to her.
If you notified me earlier, this misunderstanding we're having here could have been settled in a much more decent manner. Long time no see, Sorella. Signor Antonio.
Ah, this guy.
Salve. Judge Lavinia, I made my way here just to submit the required documents and company testimonials to help Ingrid Venetia complete her identification registration. You... Leave this to me, Sorella. We Venetias have always been happily cooperative with the government. Your Honor, I know Ingrid sent... Your Honor, I know Ingrid's recent actions have violated a couple of rules of Nuova Volsini, but I believe none of them are serious. Let's see. Not registering on entry, using personal weapons in public spaces. Oh, and vandalizing legitimate company assets, yes?
Yes.
Regarding the last item, Venetia Trucking will discuss compensation with the involved company as soon as we are able.
Senor Venetia, you can just tell me what you want.
Bail, I'd like to bring my sister back home. Everyone misses her so much. Wait, Antonio. I didn't want to drag the family in. There's no need for you to fight with the city hall for me. It's not just for you, Sorella. It's for the Familia too. You may have your own opinions, but Papa and I still regard you as one of ours. I want every Venetia to have a clean record in Nuova Volsini. Besides, there's no need to censor the word Familia here. Everyone knows it's the foundation of our very lives. Nuova Volsini just wants a declaration from us. Forgive me for my candidness, Judge Lavinia.
I understand. Your company's enduring cooperative nature with us relies on both sides being honest with each other. However, are you sure you want to stake the entire company's reputation to vouch for Ingrid, Signor Venetia?
Why not? It would have been the same with the old Dawn. Venetia Trucking will ensure the government that Ingrid Venetia will not step afoul of the law during her post-bail probation period. If you find any clear evidence of her doing so, I'll personally accompany her at court.
Lavinia's head hurts. The other party's request does comply perfectly with standard procedures. Ingrid does have the right to be released on bail, but it shouldn't happen now.
I can't refuse you, can I? You really excel at dealing with the government, Signor. Because I know you're not the inflexible type. After all, I can clearly tell you know our little friend here with the huge bow, and you have no problems with her actions either. Andiamo, Sorella. Someone else will handle the formalities for you. I know you're back in Syracuse. We can help you with Lisa's matter.
Venetia, are you involved as well? What's wrong? I just got bitten by a tusk beast that came out of nowhere.
A tusk beast? Wait, where's Lunacub?
Isn't she right next to... She suddenly freezes. There's only air. Where'd she go? Well...
Your Honor, we just engaged with a very agile individual. She was mumbling something about wilderness survival skills and Agnes. We couldn't stop her. We sent some men to chase after her.
I get it. Well...
To be honest, I thought we'd never get a chance to see each other again until the Familia started considering an expansion of Higashi's sister.
Stop calling me that, Antonio. We were never that close, and I'm no longer part of the family.
All right.
Judging from their attitude towards you, I see you'll be the next Dawn. You're looking more and more like the Dawn, not just your attitude, but your appearance as well. Your ears and tail. Did you become more like Bella after your marriage, or have you gotten some work done?
Ingrid, why are you so like this?
I like how she's calling him out.
You don't like it when people make fun of you, and you don't hold back when you're on the offensive.
Really now?
It's been a while, Ingrid. Papa and I miss you very much.
Mm-hmm.
He took you in and raised you as his own. When I joined the Familia, you were the one he trusted the most. He loved you as much as his own daughter. But the chap who fled here from Bolivar and became the hired thug to avoid starving to death, he didn't know a soul here and could only tuck his tails and try his best. Combat-wise, within the wolves, he wasn't any much stronger. So what could he have possibly offer such a big Familia in exchange for a place of his own? Be it a Vopo's compassion for a Pero, or the most reliable member of the Familia doing it to appease her subordinates. Basically, I wouldn't be standing here today if you hadn't helped me out.
You're overthinking it. The Dawn cares about many things, but decency will always top the list no matter what. He'll never let family members exclude or fight each other.
That wasn't my point, Ingrid.
Oh?
I have to become Venetia Jr. This is my way of repaying what you did. 6 years ago, the day we fought the Tancredis, and it felt like it would never end. You're the one who pulled me out from that pile of corpses.
I didn't do it for you. Lisa was only 9 when she was hurt during the Tancredis plot to assassinate the Dawn. I don't care who orchestrated it. They should all perish.
I know. I'm just admitting the fact that you saved my life.
Enough with the niceties. Both you and him have more important things to deal with. When I just arrived here, I was collecting information when I overheard some wise guys at the bar bragging about your achievements. Antonio went with Venetia Sr. and asked to meet with Signor Cecilia, and then sat at the negotiation table alone. Even though the other party gave him a hard time, he still managed to save a factory in Tenerife for the Venetias. Look at you now. Got what you wanted.
It should have been you instead, but you insisted on going your own way and escaping Syracusa. You may be a Volpo, but I personally think you're more of a Syracusan than anyone else. I've never forgotten the first time I followed you on a mission. We were ambushed in an alley, and a blade scratched your face. There was so much blood I wanted to send you to the hospital. But you said, our opponents think we're dead, so now's the best time to get them while their guard is lowered. You need to be fiercer, Pero. Living in a Syracusan familia means living life on the edge. You may lose everything at any moment. If you aren't prepared for this, then you better run back to Bolivar. You always did everything better than the rest of us. You're my role model.
Dang. Antonio really likes Mama. Or looks up to her anyways.
So I don't care that you went on a trip and got married to a Higashini's man whom we've never met, or how you suddenly came back with Lisa in tow. Don't get me wrong, I was fond of her, as well as Papa and Bella. We gave her the best room and the best teachers. We loved her as much as we loved you. Papa often said that the Ragazzina would only make you stronger instead of becoming your weak spot.
So the thing that's kind of funny, she just went on a trip and got married. I wonder how that worked out. It's like, oh, you know, I should visit this place called Higashi, just by, like, happenstance. Maybe Papa was running with toast in his mouth, he ran into her, they crashed, and then they made eye contact, fell in love, and then, bam! Stuff happened. then little Lisa was born. Imagine how wild that is. It's like, okay, our girl was going on a vacation and she comes back with a kid. It's like, wait, what? Huh? How did that happen? What?
Enough, Anton. Too many words. Stay fastidioso. I didn't come back to wax nostalgic with you. Just tell me who hurt Lisa. You won't even wait until you see your father again. Come back and help me out, Ingrid. What happened with Lisa is something the familia owes you. I'll definitely help you. I don't want anything to do with the family anymore. It's the best way forward for both sides. Listen to me. We took great plans to establish a firm foundation in Nuovo Vocini, a brand new city, a new set of laws. There are many things to attend to. Papa's old, and there hasn't been any youths worth pining his hopes on. You know what he's like. He's not willing to change, but he's much less willing to see the familia regress. And then Bella's death dealt such a big blow to both him and I.
Bella's dead?
Happened last year. You know she was never the best of health. I really need you with us, Ingrid. I think Papa wants you to home even more than I do.
Ingrid is silent. She merely casts a cold stare at the peril before her.
Come back to us and I'll tell you the truth about Lisa's injury. I see there's nothing else to discuss. Grazie mille for separating me from Lavinia on your own accord, but it was not necessary. I had my own plans in mind.
Ingrid waves her hand and turns to leave.
Ingrid, I knew you were back on your first day here. The Familia's never forgotten you. Also, I saw the Familia crest stashed away in your pocket. You're not as sure as you make yourself look. The Venetia's doors are always open to you. Well, you're already a true blue Syracuse yourself. You honor me.
Wait, Ingrid. Got news you might be interested in. Ah, these two, of course.
I know you two. Saw you both next to Antonio the other day. I believe I made myself clear with him earlier. We know where Lucino de Montano is. We bagged him and brought him back to the Venetia residence in the city. We can't take you to him, but we can tell you where exactly he's inside. Why sell out your own employer? And how do you know what Umberto asked me to do? I don't know how to explain this properly. Wait, he ain't lying to you. Minjia, someone made us do this, okay? We don't know how you're linked to the tailor boy. We're just trying to survive. Survive? Explain everything clearly or you can kiss your lives goodbye.
Ingrid knows how to use her blade well. She knows when to take someone's life with it, and when to make people believe so with it. Unfortunately, Capone and Gambino have no idea she's using it for the latter right now.
Chinoya, I thought you were serious at first. You goddamn pazza!
I know, right, Antonio? Like, Antonio, this is why she doesn't like you that much. His methods are bad. He's got a sturdy neck, so you might have to put your strength into it.
Lapland, Saluzzo.
Oh, you know me?
We met once. You've grown up so much, but I remember that smile of yours.
We've met? I don't remember that.
10 years ago, in Brunello, I was mediating a dispute between your Familia Saluzzo and the Morettis. Your family was obviously on the losing side, and you were just a teenager then, the successor bearing Alberto's highest expectations. But what you really wanted to do was to seize an opportunity to bury the Familia 6 feet under.
I was young and frivolous then. People mature. Now all of Syracuse is my enemy.
You really are insane.
Must be sarcasm with that smile on your face.
Why tell me this? Is there a conflict of interest between the Saluzzos and Venetias?
Why would I care about the Saluzzo's fate? The little tailor owes me 2 suits is all. When you see him, do pass on the reminder. It's rude to keep your clients waiting.
I'll ask him about it.
And just so you know, you're such a boring Syracusan, but quite amusing as a mother. I see even messenger work is an arduous task for you two.
If you want us to do stuff for you, let us tell the boss first, at least. I don't want the Venetians after me. What else do you want from us, Lapland?
Wow, I didn't think the both of you would be so willing to work for me. Relax, I'm not interested in poaching men from the Peril. Just be good and stand by his side. Help him out when he needs it. Of course, I'll reward you by divulging where the missing truck is. The one you have been looking for.
Just what are you up to?
I'm making you both look good to Venetia Jr., of course. Don't you deserve it?
Gambino, I got a feeling we're gonna end up fed to the fins for real this time. Yup.
It's just a meeting of the crazies. Which I'm into. Isn't it extra nice that they share a banner? Okay, and now let's set things up. No fear. No fear indeed. Hey, you know, over here seems good. Okay, all is fine. Suzu Mom's great. Okay, get the truck. Get out of here, Truckoon. Darn you, Truckoon. Truckoon, I hate how powerful you are. Like, dang. Well, I'll redo that later. Yeah, never piss off a mom, especially one who's a hitman for a mob. It'll always be hilarious how she, like, no matter how crazy things are, she has the most wholesome family life to an extent. She has the most adorable marriage. November 7th, 11:40 a.m.
Senor Venetia, did you see that my child was taken away by the Venetia wise guys?
My informant has no reason to lie to me.
It's true Lucino went to the porch area that night. I heard a car accident happened.
Yes, I was nearby as well. I'm guessing the Venetias are involved, and if I'm not wrong, Lucino should have discovered something.
Huh. Please leave, Senora. I have to close the shop early today.
You're gonna find Venetia Jr. yourself? Umberto, I don't know what you used to be like, but I'm sure your age has affected your abilities. And even if you were chosen by Vargo back then, a sickly old tailor might not even make it past Venetia Jr.'s doorstep.
If Lucino really found out about something he shouldn't have, then he might be stuck at the Venetia state for good. I'm old and feeble, Senora Venetia. Even if this hadn't happened, my candle's burning out anyway. If there's anything I can't let go right now, it's the boy. He's my only relative, and I'm his only relative too. He's still so young. Children always leave us with no other choice.
Oh, I hope Umberto makes it out of this.
Besides, I'm no stranger to the Venetians. I didn't tell you this before, but I used to work for them before you did. It's probably why Vargo chose me. Huh. Life goes in a circle, and now I'm going back to where I used to be.
I'll go with you.
Senora, this has nothing to do with you at all. I'm already very grateful to you. I'm already very grateful. You found a clue to his whereabouts, and came here just to let me know. I know you had an unpleasant split with the Venetias because of what happened with Lisa. So if you go back just like that, you'll run into all sorts of trouble.
You need not worry.
I'm doing this because of my agreement with Vargo. Before I found out what truly happened back then, I won't allow anything to happen to you. Besides, I understand what sacrifices one would willingly make for the sake of a child.
I do like how Mama's just like, dang it, Umberto. You know what? I feel for you. The way I feel for my daughter Lisa is probably how you feel for your boy Lucino. I'ma help you out. I get it.
Is someone there? Can I leave now?
A child?
Did you say something, Ragazzino? Afraid of me? May I go home, per favor? I'm afraid I just happened to be here as a guest, so I can't interfere with family matters. Why are they keeping you in here? I don't know, but if you can't let me go, could you at least contact Umberto de Montano of De Montano Tailor Shop for me? Umberto. He's my nono. He'll get worried if I'm gone for too long. I have some medicine for him I got from the shop, which he really needs. If I can't... You're worried about your nono? Mm-hmm. Follow me. The Venetians always treat their guests right. I didn't think I'd meet a friend on this trip. Lucky for me. I like it when it's lively. Do I just follow you? With those people outside? They're also busy catering to me, their guest.
Lucino follows the old man close behind, and they don't run into anyone on their way. Lapland just do what Lapland wanna do.
Who exactly are you, if you don't mind me asking? Stay close, boy. It's a big place. We're almost there. Earlier you say that you wanted me to tell your nono about a bunch of things, right? Sorry, I'm old and my memory's spotty. But I think you can tell him yourself. Umberto, I envy you for having such a loving grandson. Nono?
Surprise! Lucino's head is full of questions. Has he interrupted De Montano's business? Was his nono worried sick about him? How did he know to find him here? Umberto only casts a glance at Lucino. The old tailor doesn't say a word.
Have a seat. I'll decline. My legs aren't as good as they used to. Sitting down is easy, but getting up is quite difficult. Alright then. You said Ingrid came with you, so where's she? She left after learning you were the one who found Lucino. She really trusts you. Alright. When did you move out of Montelupe? You left without even a word. I just thought there wasn't a need to do so. Time hasn't been kind to you. The ragazzino told me you're ill. It's not serious, though it's bothersome. My eyes and ears don't work so well anymore. My waist, legs, and shoulder joints are always hurting. It's thanks to my work. Just elderly things. Even carefully maintained quality fabric will inevitably turn stiff and brittle.
Ah, ouch, elderly things, huh? No. Okay, if I just have to put on the closed captions for cool, that's good then.
Take care of your nono, boy. Don't leave any regrets.
I wonder if Venetia Senior's actually, like, decent. Because he did... Of course he loved his daughter. He loved Mama. Heck, he probably also cared about Umberto. So maybe he's actually not too bad, huh?
Take care of your nono, boy. Don't leave any regrets. I didn't expect to meet you here, and what's happened with the boy has caused you trouble. Hardly. I came here for Carnival and just happened to bump into your grandson here. No, I know, Lucino. Let me handle this. Antonio should have acted in a more decent manner, and I've sent someone to find him so he can explain himself to you.
Antonio, a terribly common name in Syracuse. I like how they're just kind of like calling him... They're kind of just teasing him too over here. Like, dang, sir. Look at you with your
Your plebeian name.
Antonio, a terribly common name in Syracuse, but right now, Lucino could only match it to a single face. Antonio Venetia, the head of Venetia Trucking Co.
Signor Antonio? I thought this matter would be more troublesome than this, but since you already stepped in... Umberto, you lack the patience of your youth. Antonio has to explain himself to you, and once that's done, I can also rest easy. Do you want to meet the owner of this place, boy? No. There's no way we can possibly refuse, is there? Just treat as a favor to one of your regulars. Vecchio amico. I was asked before to make a suit for you. Why don't we make use of our time together here and measure you right now? I hear it's a grand affair with civilians wearing masks and costumes escorting giant parade cars around the city. I'm sure you'll be there and need an outfit too. I used to remember every regular client's measurements, but as you can see, time shows no mercy to us all. Everyone's changed a lot. I'm relying on Lucino more and more to help me write down things I often forget about. Alright, we have some time to spare before Antonio arrives. Lucino, I'm afraid we won't be going back so soon. Can you wait a while longer? It's fine, Nono. Can I help out somehow? Get me my toolbox. Prepare a file with this gentleman's name on it. I'm sorry, Signor. I never got your name.
Fabrizio Venetia. The old man writes down his own name and gives it to Lucino.
But why did you say you were a guest? Hush, Lucino. Just do as I say without a word from you, and do what we have to do. Signor Fabrizio is but a client to us right now. Would you allow this boy to serve you as my assistant, Signor? He's been wanting to work on a major client.
Lucino was never allowed to assist his grandfather with important customers in any step of the process before. But now, Umberto guides him every step of the way, and even encourages the boy to do it himself. You must show your clients respect and gratitude, he is told. Everything goes smoothly and naturally, as if the kidnapping never happened and his Nono hadn't come here to rescue him. Just working a regular job.
His hands are as stable as yours. Will he become a tagliatore like you? A tagliatore? I see you never told this child about your past, Umberto.
Well, Antonio did end up with his daughter, so...
Ingrid, aren't you going in to see Papa?
So long as the Don is with them, Umberto and Lucino won't be in any danger. I just have to make sure they walk out of here safe and sound.
You know that's not what I meant.
You're the one who needs to see. Involve an innocent child in a family affairs? I don't remember the old man ever doing something like this.
He wasn't brought back here on my orders, but I won't deny it. I would have done this anyway if his presence truly poses a threat to the Familia's interests.
The Familia's interests, or yours?
Is there a difference between the two?
You've changed quite a lot, Antonio.
No, you've been away from home for far too long, Ingrid. This is Syracuse's 23rd nomadic city, a piece of uncultivated fertile land. I've sown seeds here, so I'm obliged to ensure that they mature for a ripe harvest, no matter the methods used. It's also why I've been urging you to come back to us. I know what you're capable of, and we need you here.
Anton, the Don won't like this. Hey, hello.
He'll be mad, of course.
Right now, this is section 4 of the event. Hoo.
He just summoned me inside, and I can guess what his lecture in store. But do you think he's angry because I got an innocent boy involved? No, he doesn't care at all. He's just angry I wasn't stealthy enough, wasn't proper and decent enough. I'll prove to him with actual results that the Venetians can establish 2 sets of order at the same time. One on the table and one underneath. But what we should prioritize is definitely not this so-called decency. Even if it hurts him, and those who trust you. I love him, I do. He gave me everything I have. I think this is the way I can repay him for that, no matter what it takes. And you got one thing wrong, Ingrid. I've never changed. never changed. Is that so? A tagliatore. The Montano tailor shop no longer offers that service today. This child doesn't need to know about it. Pity. I still remember how elegantly it would solve my many problems. Montelupe's familiae were all terrified of the elusive tagliatore. One only had to write the target's name down on the order sheet, and he'll be reported dead in the newspapers the next day.
Venetia Senior?
It was all to repay your kindness. You saved me when I was a young tailor about Lucino's age and gave me a chance to live in Montelupe. You deserve a decent finale, no matter what. You've always been so good to me.
Lucino's having a severe headache. They're indeed talking about his very own grandfather, but it doesn't seem to match up with the old man right before him.
Right, what happened to his parents? Your son, Luca, right? Yes, Luca de Montano.
Parents? Lucino seems to have asked Umberto about them before, but the old man always dodged the question. He tried to read his grandfather's eyes, but the old man only focused on his work.
Luca was a good boy, a wonderful, sensible child with a talent for tailoring and willingness to bear any hardship. He was already a pro in his 20s, and the regulars were all fond of him. I had planned to hand over the shop to him. Until one day, his body was discovered in a vehicle leaving the city early in the morning. Next to him was a musical actress, with a little bit of fame in Montelupe, highly coveted by many mafiosi. Lucino, your hands are shaking. Perhaps we should slow down? Go fetch our fabric samples. I'll handle it from here. Alright.
The way he's hearing about his family, just so nonchalant.
Huh. You were a little bit crude to the boy. My days are numbered, senor. I can't protect him forever. Luca's death made me realize something. The blood on my hands can never be wiped clean, no matter how many times or ways I try. The stench of it will only bring misfortune to me and my family. But the boys still fantasize about serving the so-called somebodies. It's my fault. Be it Signor Antonio, you, or even the other familiar wise guys, Lucino will eventually run into mafiosi. He has to know about it. You see Luca's death as punishment for your crimes. As a price I paid. Raise your head, Signor, to measure your neck circumference.
Nona would sometimes stay at the workbench longer than usual, and his hands would tremble non-stop. He teased Lucino on multiple occasions that the shop would have to close down if Lucino couldn't learn the trade in time. But now, his grandfather's hands are steadier than he's ever seen. Lucino watches him pull out the measuring tape. He starts from Venetia Senior's shoulders, then his arms, chest, waist, and legs. But Lucino knows his Nono's attention has been on him the whole time. Unfortunately, he's not yet ready to accept the truth.
After losing Luca, I learned about Lucino's existence. Luca had him fostered at a farm out in the countryside. And then I found out how Luca had met the actress through a costume order from the theater. How he hid a forbidden way of life he gradually built for themselves. Away from everyone, just to save me from worrying and avoid inciting more trouble.
My Lapland the unemployed, oh gosh, I think she's in her 70s now. I need more XP tickets.
How he managed to leave a little speck of hope for themselves. And for me. Lucino's all I have left from Luca. And my final wish for him to live. No matter what Signor Antonio or you have planned, I beg you, please don't involve him ever again. No.
I hope that Venetia Senior ends up bonking Antonio. Lucino does not know how to react. The truth of his parents' demise, his Nono's past, his own future. He drowns within his web of emotions.
Please raise your arm. Sure. Senor, I do not ask anything of you. I only have a selfish wish to give this child some time to let him carefully observe how a tailor works. How to measure, how to cut cloth, how to respectably receive clients. And how to stay away from a life he doesn't belong in. Very well. I see you're set on parting from all of your history. No need to deliver the suit yourself once you're done. I'll get someone to take it from your sartoria. Umberto, if you ever feel nostalgic and want to return to Montelupe, make sure to remember Il Vecchio here too. Of course. Grazie mille, signor. So you have no intentions of letting that ragazzino go? Even if the Dons already agreed to do so? Ingrid, even if the kid swears he won't shoot his mouth off, there's no guarantee City Hall won't hear about some ridiculous rumors from him. Many familiae have their eyes on us. I can't afford the risk. Papa will understand. Think about your family too, Ingrid. A wolf asked me to fulfill an agreement we made, and I came to this country for my daughter. My anger has long ceased to burn for the familia. I can only act for my own sake now, Anton. What a shame. Then I'm afraid there's no more room for any discussion. You think they can hold me off? No, I just need to make sure that the kid keeps his mouth shut. Anton, answer this question.
Yeah. Antonio, from the way you're acting, you will actually give Lucino a reason to even talk. Like, for reals.
When you bailed me out and said you knew who the culprit behind Lisa's injury... who was the culprit between Lisa's injury, were you telling the truth? Absolutely. I've never lied to you, Ingrid.
Sure, Antonio. Totally believe you, Antonio.
After I sent Lisa away from Syracusa, I investigated the matter myself in secret, and although I found nothing... I always had some suspicions I didn't want to admit was possible, though I don't think you'll speak any more on the subject, for now at least. Forgive me, but I can't tell you anything right now. No need. I'll find out eventually.
The blade falls just above Antonio's nose, but he retains his smile.
Ingrid, you know there are people watching every move we make in this household. Such indecent behavior from you.
What?
Ingrid, please lower your blade for my sake. Don Venetia. Long time no see, child.
Hey, senior.
勝てたんだからそれでよし。ドクター、いちいち気にしすぎると老けちゃうよってママが言ってたよ。
Voice lines and voiceovers are fun. Prohibition on revenge. Put away the past and all ties, friend or foe. Foo foo foo, let's see how this goes.
Signor Antonio, I'm done taking Signor Fabrizio's measurements. With the fabric he wants in stock, so if we hurry, the suit can be finished in time. We won't interfere in your affairs. Papa?
Nods.
I'll be taking Lucino home now. No, they're definitely not planning to let us go. Doesn't matter. Just go. I'll take care of it. Signor Venetia, what about you? I'm afraid I have some family affairs to settle. Anton, I think you know what the Don's thinking. Send your men away. You can't settle it like this, Papa. Umberto made me a promise. We can't keep your guests in here forever, Anton. But Ingrid, your actions have indeed embarrassed us. Miss Gussie, it's important to me that they live. Go. Ingrid. I've been hoping to meet you from the moment I stepped into the city, but not like this.
Hey, hello, hello, welcome, welcome.
We Venetians never point our blades inward. Come, Lucino. Oh no. What's the matter?
The medicine. I left them in the room inside, and the goods I was supposed to deliver. They frisked me when I was brought here. No, I'll go retrieve them.
Forget it, boy. The Venetia residence is several blocks away from our shop. It's a long way back.
Lucino turns around and does not see any mafioso come out from the residence. He feels the old tailor's hand on his shoulder. He can feel the wizened hand trembling, as if he had exhausted his strength during the meeting with the old Venetia earlier. Aw, man. How's Lappy gonna get her suits? To make matters worse, he realizes his own arms are still so scrawny. If his Nono falls, he might not even manage to hold him up. Oh, good night to you.
No. Nothing.
Lucino has questions in his head that he can't voice. But suddenly, he recalls a vague image in his mind resembling their current walk back home on an equally strange road. Was he 3 or 4? He remembers a vehicle driving by the farm. An old man jumps down, fails his landing, and falls clumsily. The old man then walks up to him. He stares at the mud in his face, a pair of scissors, and a ruler in his waist, and bursts into tears from fear. The old man panics, frantically trying to soothe him. There are far fewer wrinkles on his face then. The old man takes him by the hand and leads him away from the farm. Uncertain of where they're going, he cries even louder in fear. The noise startles nearby foul beasts, sending them flying into the distance. Honestly, it is difficult.
Hush, Lucino, don't cry.
Umberto, say something, anything. Nono will tell you a tale. Every hunter runs into a wolf before they go into the wastes. The wolf says mulberry wood makes sturdy bows, and stones can be sharpened into deadly blades, but you must shed the clothes on you to survive, for it is the only thing that does not belong to the barons. Haha, you really stopped crying. Did you like the story, Bambino? I know many, many more.
No. Can you teach me how to sew buttons on again?
And what's difficult? Pronunciation of words in general.
I'm glad you're willing to listen to this Vecchio's suggestion and stay here and catch up on old times, Ingrid. I thought you would have left like you did last time with your blade in hand without looking back.
I also thought traveling to Higashi would bring me calm, but as you can see, I could not escape. From the moment I set foot in here, I knew it would not be easy to leave.
So you're set on leaving, Ingrid?
Antonio! You know that she is set on leaving, my dude. You can try to stop me. The Dawn is right. We Venetians we never point our blades inward. The Vocal takes something out of her coat. Antonio knows too well what it is. The family crest. He received one just like it when he decided to follow Fabrizio.
Are you sure?
Forgive me. I have a feeling you won't approve of what I want to do next. If this crest is stopping me from untangling the knot in my heart, then I have no other option.
You're being selfish, Ragazza.
I know. Like, Antonio is obsessed with her.
Why did you throw a stone at me, Ragazzina?
Accident, I swear. I was trying to hit those stronzi that ran away and then you got in my way.
The wound in your face. Did they do that to you?
They say my ears are big and weird. They say I'm not a lupo and don't belong here in Syracuse. Did you see their injuries? They ended up worse than I did. Why run their mouths if they can't defeat me? I'll pull out their teeth the next time they try me again.
Haha, you're more of a lupo than they are. Where's your family?
Dead. We came here as refugees, but Papa and Mama encountered a gang brawl when they went to ask the government for help.
Do you have anywhere else to go?
No.
Do you want to come with me then?
You need me to fight for you?
We can talk about that when you're older. My daughter, Bella, she's sick and doesn't really go out, so she could use a playmate.
If she's fine playing with the Vopo, I don't mind. Ah, so this is how she was adopted. She threw a rock at him and he's like, you know what, girl? I like you. Let me take you home. You can be my daughter's playmate. Oh, that is funny. Oh gosh, 4 forward blocks. Ooh. I'm gonna brute force it later. What a strategy. I mean, I got through it. I just gotta, you know, redo it to get that 3-star, but ugh.
That's it.
I'm weak. I've been staying here in the park, but I can't beat everyone up.
Take this.
What is it?
Familia Venetia's crest. Take it, and you become one of us.
But I'm not a Lupo.
Many of the Familia aren't either, but we're even closer to each other than the other Familiae. You understand in time.
In all of my gacha games, it's all brute force. I raise who I like. Everything else is optional.
Don't hide behind your mother like that. She can block your body, but I can already see your tails. So this is Lisa. She's a complete contrast to you when you were a girl, Ingrid.
Sorry for not telling you before I brought her back here. The Veshi at the shrine discovered this child, and I couldn't let her stay in Higashi any longer. Because having the blood of the so-called Nine-Tails means spending your entire life inside the shrine, living a life like her father, worship like a mascot that grants every request. Ridicolo. Ooh, so maybe Papa was being a rebel. He's like, I'm gonna escape for the shrine for a bit, and then they ran into each other, and then they fell in love. Adorable.
We've tidied up the room for her. Once she gets used to life here, she can go to school with the other children in the Familia.
I hope Lisa will stay far away from the farce in Higashi, but I don't want her to learn the so-called Syracusan way to survive either.
Arrange this with Anton and hire professional teachers for her. Music, literature, art, astrology, or genome arts. Let her study whatever she likes.
You're not mad at me?
You're still here, Ingrid. Has your blade slowed? Have you completed your missions?
No.
Then you remain the most reliable person to take over my responsibilities.
See?
Besides, I find myself fond of this Bambita. So the most important thing to do right now is show her that I'm not scary. Ha ha. Still nothing?
I snapped the tendons in that Stronzo's limbs and tail, but he still refused to confess who planned the assassination. He just keeps saying that he didn't know anything. Same as the other 17 before him.
Lisa just fell asleep a moment ago.
Her neuropathy is quite severe. The crystals have spread to her shoulder. There's no need for you to look after yourself.
I've taken my precautions. Besides, she's got infected because of me, Ingrid. You've been silent on this. Lisa's an innocent girl. She doesn't know how bad things are outside, but she can instinctively pick up attention in the house. When you went to rescue Antonio, she wanted to stay with me so you could worry less.
The people from Rhodes Island are here.
So you already found a place better for her. The Familia can find the best orthopathy doctor for Lisa. You didn't have to contact that Rhodes Island company behind my back. Ingrid, there's no need for you to leave. For you two to leave.
Signora Cecilia will visit Turney herself tomorrow. The Tancredis and Venetias will have no choice but to sit at the negotiation table. You need to wipe my name off the Familia records by then. Insist I was expelled. Like how the Tancredis refused, even at the brink of death, to acknowledge they planned your assassination. I remember discussing this before.
Indeed. I'm sorry, Don Venetia. The Familia crest, take it back. No, Ingrid, keep it. I've approved of you taking revenge for Lisa. I am fond of her. Why else do you think no one from the Familia stopped you these past 2 weeks? We're family, Ingrid.
So caring. Aww. That is precious. I know, right? And Venetia Senior, you won't find a better doctor when it comes to aripathy. Like, for real, for real. We're family. This emblem has been a blessing from you, but also a shackle for me.
How is she doing in Rhodes Island?
She's considered an employee now. A few years ago, she even went to Lathanian and helped them investigate an incident about missing infected. Ah yes, the best treatment plans with the best prices to boot. Definitely. She even kept it a secret from me and never mentioned it in her letters. I talked to her friends when I went to see her, and they were all saying how well she did on that mission.
I miss Lisa so much.
If she's willing to come back, I won't stop her. You know I'm not here to reminisce about old times. Perhaps you had many plans for me when you insisted I keep the Familia emblem. Oh, the Lathanian mission is a reference to the Twilight of Volumonde. Ah, okay. Ingrid glances at Antonio, standing silently on the side.
Keep it, Ingrid. Papa was telling me how we could all visit Montelupe together after Carnival is over. Anton, it's too early for that. Didn't you say Signora Cecilia might relent? She used to loathe Carnival, and now it's back in Syracuse with a brand new look. Compared to that, Ingrid's violations are not even worth mentioning. I mean, it's been 6 years. Familia Tancredi today is no longer worthy of Signora Cecilia's concern. In these 6 years, I used a single vehicle factory I held onto and ate up all of their businesses in Turney. Signora Cecilia values results, so I showed her. Is that how you see it, Anton? Yes, Papa.
Antonio's done very well by your side. The family no longer needs me here.
Anton, after Bella's passing, I could feel him becoming wary of me. How much value did he have as a son-in-law after Bella's death? That's probably what he was thinking at the time, and how he got himself so busy after. Papa, I don't want to give you too much pressure. We already have enough territory, even in this newly built Nuovo Volsini. You've done very well, Anton. Seeing Ingrid leave and Bella die, what I truly care about is the few family I have left. After all, I'm an old man. I don't want to lose any of you anymore.
Ingrid looks at the old man whose hair is turned entirely gray and does not say anything else. She puts the crest on the table.
Ingrid, you heard what he said, at least for now.
Ingrid turns and leaves before Antonio can even finish. Mi dispiace, Don Venetia. I know it's hard for you, but I can't do it.
Ingrid?
There's never been much I could do for you, besides killing. But even the best killer is still just a killer, not Venetia's junior. Antonio fits that role better than I can, so my departure isn't such a big loss. You must have realized in the past 6 years... Oh, mi dispiace. You must have realized in the past 6 years, deep inside you're disappointed with me. But wasn't I disappointed too when I failed to find out the truth about her injury? Oropathy is incurable. You know better than anyone else why I came back to Syracuse. I intend to find the culprit I couldn't track down 6 years ago, and end his life. That's the only thing I want to do. But you know what it means to abandon the emblem.
But you know what it means to abandon the emblem and leave.
Yes, we might end up as oppositions. Oh. I apologize, or I'm sorry.
I can't guarantee that I won't harm any of the Venetias. Even so, I'll make things decent for your sake. This is the only thing I can promise you. Papa, I can try to talk to her more. No.
The old man runs his fingers over the familia's crest, and he puts it inside his chest pocket.
We all know what kind of person she is. She's not easily swayed when she's set on something. I'll keep this emblem for her now. When she comes to her senses, I'll return to her. Keep a low profile for now, consider keeping me company at home. But the company... Do you not trust the subordinates you hired yourself? I understand. I may not interfere with your work here in the city, but it doesn't mean I'm in the dark. Umberto de Montano is an old friend of mine, and he's always acted with decency, so leave them be. Yes, Papa. I heard that Ingrid asked you about how Lisa got hurt. Did you find out the truth? Just some clues. So much time has passed after all. Is it so, Anton? There's some matters you can judge on your own to be right or wrong. But when it involves the familia's reputation, think carefully before you act. Yes, Papa.
Heh, Antonio, you got told off.
Antonio, we got news. According to intel from Capone and Gambino, we found a lost shipment at the port. But somebody stuffed it in a parade float and set on fire. Who did it? Not sure. The cops took the truckers' union's boss away for an investigation. The one called Irene, she...
Well... And I still think it's hilarious how when it comes to Venetia Senior, he's just like, yes, Papa, I'm... Okay, Papa, 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 Papa. And now to new life. I know, right? It's like, my son, just chill. Like, for reals. So much family drama. Ooh, okay. If this is where I can pick up Crown Slayer, nice. Oh yeah. And now for some water. Delicious. I actually have a water bottle with me this time. Hydration. Old Vasily was a valiant emperor. Some say that even after the age of 80, he would don his crown and head to battle. Ursus had suffered a crushing defeat deep in the snowfields. The bodies were churned into the snow, the corpses piled up into walls. Ew. The Emperor screamed bloody vengeance, his anger louder than the howling wind. The surviving officers surrounded his tent, but the crown shone bright. So bright that the people could only shout their reverence for him. A sudden fierce gust from the north blew the tent open. Only then did everyone dare to raise their eyes and look ahead. Hey, hello, hello! The crown had fallen on the ground. No longer was there an emperor on the snowfields. It is said that in the end, old Vasily was trampled to death by the crowd. Of the countless nameless soldiers kneeling outside his tent, none knew the name of the Slayer of Crowns, or from where they came.
Oh, this is the first time I've heard you tell the story in Syracusan. So you got the name Crown Slayer out of a book. What's the book called again?
Truth and Justice.
Sounds complicated. I thought books like that were all chunky door stoppers about big ideas. But you're saying it's a storybook?
No, it's not. The stories inside aren't for entertainment, but to get people thinking. What is truth? What is justice? Should they be considered the same? Should they be set against each other? Who gets to be the one who defines them? Which side of the scale do we believe we're on? The Sword of Damocles? Never heard of that one. I don't get the reference then.
Or maybe they don't exist in any real sense. Just like how reunion is over. In the end, the only time they're of any use are when putting together a lovely little list of justifications. You know, before you told me the story, all I wanted to ask was where we should head next. I was just about to say, this is where we part, friend. If you keep going straight this way, you'll come out of the woods and spot some of the old nomadic city's tracks. There's likely to be Lithuanian border patrol teams nearby, or possibly Syracusan cargo land ships passing through. Watch out for them. Oh my goodness. Seeing Nine's reunion again with Tallulah in tow. Oh, that'll be interesting. Tallulah on community service. You made it through Chernobog and Lungmen. Avoiding them shouldn't be too difficult for you. Out of a team of 30, I'm the last man standing. Why can't we just stay here, Crown Slayer? If we stay together here, we'll just become targets for those in power. Then I'd be forced to become cannon fodder again. Since you guys didn't want to follow 9, I'll be the one seeing you off. This is the last thing I can do as reunion. The last thing I can do for you. But where will you go? You'll be on your own too, wouldn't you? I'll wander. I'll check on a few things. I'll think a bit. Before I left Syracusa, my master told me not to go back to Earth to seek revenge. I was too weak, and knew too little, but I didn't listen to her. It might be time to return now. I'd like to see her again. Maybe she can give me some other suggestions, ways for me to become stronger. What's your master like? She's from one of the Syracusan familiae. She was strong in battle, yet also one of the wisest people I knew. She taught me a lot. Syracusa, eh? It's a long ways away. Ooh. The story of Democles tells a story of a person offered a king's life, luxury, and power, and yet have a literal sword suspended by a hair on top of him at all times. It talks about the perils and anxiety that comes with power. Ooh. Oh, that could be a good read then. Look at this bonfire out here among the snow, friend. Once, it could ignite the anger of the infected. It could spark the dream of reunion. It could set all of Ursus ablaze. But now, all it does is keep us warm. Here's the last thing I have to say to you. Forget Tallulah. Forget Chernobog. Forget Lungmen. Forget reunion. Forget us. If you choose to leave, then leave it all behind you. Hell, forget the crystals growing on your body. Maybe forget everything. You can go home. Huh. Oh, I get that. The weapons pass select. Right now I'm trying to max my weapon for Jeongju. Aw, man. Though we both chose to leave, I always felt you and I weren't alike. Hey, hello. Honestly, I don't know what level I am. And I am very, very, very biased with who I raise. It's actually a miracle that Lapland even got that much. She'll be fed more. Last person who was fed nicely was Marcel. You look like you're the type of person who knows a lot, and you've read lots of books. At times, I feel like you. The captain and Tallulah are all pretty similar. Yeah, be like Lapland. She doesn't even mind her apathy and living the best of her life. Uh-huh. Yeah. I meant more like, when I was little, my grandpapa always said people who read too much were easily led astray. Anyway, never mind. See you later, Crown Slayer. Best of luck to you. Looks like you're going to need it. We won't be seeing each other again, friend. Ah, the sword-hungover leader meant to end them should they forget their responsibilities. Yes, a crown slayer! Ugh, my tail's all wet. Nothing's changed at all. Neither these filthy streets, nor this damned rain. Don't know what it is, but even the snow and Ursus can kill people. But even though the snow and Ursus can kill people, the rain here's somehow more unpleasant. Hope there's a hairdryer at my master's place. Oh, I love my Texas, or at least my Texas altar. Maestro. But the reason why I started this game in the first place was because of Mudrock. All because of Mudrock. The thick, inescapable stench of blood. Her teacher lies face up on the ground, fresh blood still flowing outward and spreading. A small knife has been dropped nearby. Ludmilla tries to approach and stifle her teacher's still bleeding wound, but she finds herself unable to move a single step, unable to even tear away her gaze. From the shadows wafts an aura that is both familiar and terrifying to her. Wow. Good assistant. A wolf with gray hair, wearing a red hoodie. The true wolf is dead. I did as grandmother asked. It's you. What have you done? I'm a wolf hunter. I do as grandmother asks. The true wolf is dead. The true wolf did not fight. Why? Why? Why is this girl wearing a red hoodie chased after her, haunted her from Yan to Syracuse? You... Who the hell? Who the hell are you? Ludmilla sadly looks at the fire in front of her. It is a burning duffel bag. Her master interred within. So sad. She joined us and just asked us to treat her squad, and we just said we would have done so anyways. Mudrock be like, wait, really? All for you, Mudrock. She did not sleep at all last night. She thinks about how she used salt and water to scrub away the bloodstains in the room, how she dragged her master's corpse out into the wilds under the cover of the incessant rain. She was stick-thin before she died. Ludmilla barely had to exert herself. Ludmilla never forgot how she met her master. There was blood everywhere. Her uncle, her only living relative, his family, his servants, their corpses strewn across the entire house. Ah, yeah, imagine being Kelsey. Last time you met your former co-worker's daughter, Ludmilla, and gave her some life advice, only to know years later. Red gave even her some more drama between her linking her back to Kelsey, which is oof. The one who sent her to Syracuse told her that her uncle had control of the businesses on a couple of streets. Not a powerful man, per se, but in a small Syracusan town, it would be enough to let her live comfortably. But before she could even get used to her new life, a simple Originium bomb smashed through the windows. In the chaos, her arm was gashed. She trembled in fear as she cowered under the bed. There was no difference between the gangsters rushing into that house and the Ursus guard charging into the lab. She felt like she was back in Chernobog, back in that night she lost her father. Sad. Only when everything finally went quiet did Ludmilla dare to leave her room. The gangsters too were lying down in pools of blood. The only ones alive in the house were her and the lowliest of her uncle's servants. If memory served correctly, the servant was always living out by the gate, in charge of sending and receiving letters. The only time she would limp into the house was to deliver the mail to her masters. She would always tiptoe across the carpet so as not to make too loud of a noise.
Another gang vendetta. Your uncle upset them. I'm about to head off. Do you have anywhere to go? Did you kill all these bad guys? If I didn't, you and I would both be dead. Why did you see them when it all started? I thought they were here for me. With this body of mine, I need to wait for them to get close before I can do anything. You're scary, but also amazing. Can I go with you? Do you want revenge for your uncle? You weren't that close to him, and I remember that one time. And I remember that the one who sent you here wanted you to live a peaceful life. Well, I suppose that's not happening anymore. Ludmilla, do you know what it means to be my student? I've become decrepit and weak now. Are you still willing to be my student and my tool? We will both regret it, Ragaza. I won't. All you need to do is teach me. Teach me how to hold a knife, how to get my revenge. I won't regret it. A knife? No, you're not ready for a knife just yet. First, learn how to light a fire. Burn down this house and everything in it so nobody can find us. Fire hides everything, Ludmilla. She chose to deal with her master's corpse using the very first trick she taught her. But now what? After leaving Reunion, she spent 2 years making her way back to Syracusa, all to lose the last home she could return to in barely a day. The fire's extinguished, and the morning breeze blows away the last of the ashes. There's no trace of it left in the wilderness. Where should you go next, Ludmilla? I want revenge. Found you. Were you looking for me? It's not hard finding a killer from outside the city. You stand out a lot. Don't block my way. Don't you dare think of running. Humph. Before we start, I've got a question for you. Why? My master never mentioned an enemy like you. Why would someone hanging out with Kelsey know her? The true wolf must die. These are the rules of the game. What game? What the hell are you talking about? I don't care who you are. You killed the last of my family, so I'll make you pay. You're too weak. You can't beat me. Don't underestimate me. You just managed to get a sneak attack off last time. Don't think you managed to scare me. You're in my way. Stop following me. Oof. Get back here. So the... You is very short. And short... Milla? Ludmilla? I'm not letting you go. Kazo. An unfamiliar city. Unfamiliar food. It's strange, but it's fine. You've got quick reflexes, I'll give you that. It's you again. In the middle of food, too. Aw, man. I hope the food's alright. Like I said, I'll make you pay. Don't even think of escaping. Either kill me or be killed by me. There's only 2 ways out of this. Bear's teeth and irritation. Angry. Good. Show me what you really got. Hey, hey! I don't care what familiar you Ragaze are with. You wanna fight, do it outside. I hope they didn't trash that restaurant, like for reals. Or else, oof.
There's a bad smell and strange sounds. Danger. That strange person. Strange person. You? How much longer are you gonna follow me? I told you. I told you already. Until I kill you or you kill me. You tried lots of times. You can't kill me. And now you're tired. Then kill me already. The exhausted Reproba collapses onto the ground. Before she falls unconscious, she grabs on tight onto the red-clad Lupo's pants. You look really pathetic. I wonder if she heard that while being passed out. Hey, what happened? You alright?
Get back here. Don't go.
My truck broke down. Couldn't go even if I wanted to. Why are you lying down here? Are you hurt? Got anyone I can call?
No, none.
What did you say? Can't understand a word of the mumbling. Let me get that mask off you. Let you breathe a little easier. Oh wow, there's crystals in your mouth. That's a pretty and serious infection. A homeless infected, huh? What am I to do with you? Man, the first time I decide to run a long-haul job for the association and this happens. Guess we're both out of luck.
Part 3. The Unlucky. So sad. The Unlucky. To new life. Ooh. Dancers. Oh, it's pretty. I'll put her here. Why not? Thank you, Myrtle. 19. Ooh, the burn. Oh, the burn's gonna be so annoying. It's okay, though. Go do your thing, dancer, whatever. Yay for fireworks, so pretty. And now look at these guys trying to do a thing. Adorable. And you know what? I'll just have her here. Always believe in the power, Chen. Do. Okay. Yeah, at this point, no fear. Oh, look at them dancing menacingly. Oh, Isabelle took the longest to come home out of all of them. But she was worth it. She was worth all the pain and suffering my wallet incurred. What's going on here, Summer?
I don't know either. I was driving my truck when the engine blew a gasket. Then I noticed this kid lying down by the road. Scared the hell out of me. Thought I hit her.
Ludmilla really is the unlucky.
She fainted out in the wilds on her lonesome. Kept saying she was looking for someone in a red hoodie. I couldn't just leave her out there, so I brought her back here.
Looking for me? I've got no idea who she is, though.
Seems like an unlucky loner to me. Think we can get her to stay in our camp? Considering how busy we've been lately, having another pair of hands would be nice.
You know, every member of the association has to go through a strict background check, Summer. And in fact, a person of unknown origin like her, what if she has something to do with the familiar? The doctor said her condition's stable, so once she's up, send her on her way.
Oh, right then. This Ragazza Sfortunata sure is holding that knife of hers real tight. Someone might get hurt. Let's get that off her.
Don't touch me. You're awake. You. Ludmilla looks at the woman standing in front of her and gives her bleary eyes a good need or two. Sorry, where am I? Nuovo Cini's Truckers Union. Oh, so you saved me. Thanks. Don't mention it. Our members aren't the type to leave an unconscious girl to fend for herself in the wilds. But now that you're awake, we can't help you much further than that. We'll give you something to eat, but you'll have to go after you're done. You're fed, Summer. Thanks for the help. I'll be going then.
No need to rush, youngster. I wanted to ask you something. Just be safe. Just to be safe. You're not with the Familia, are you?
It's been many, many years since I last heard that word.
Figured. You don't look like the sort who would have anything to do with them. Don't worry about it too much. Irene's just real worried about wise guys getting their claws into the association. She's got a lot on her mind. So it's not like she has it out for you specifically. She was the one who paid for the doctor to give you a checkup when I brought you back here even.
Thanks, I get it. I'm not going to cause you guys trouble. I just need some time to think about what I should do next.
Know how to drive?
I've driven a truck in Ursus. Does that count? It counts. You could drive. Red. A quiet whisper, and at the same time, an equally gentle caress. Like leaves gently falling on grass, the wind that reaches the leeward slopes of the wilds is free of danger. Once, surrounded by whispers and caresses like this, she slept, she grew. On Rhodes Island, none dared treat her this way, none could treat her this way, not even Kelsey. Grandma? Can't you see clearly anymore, Grandma?
Like I told you before, my eyes were devoured by wolves. These glasses are just for show. Only once their eyes are gouged out and placed back into Grandma's sockets can I see you again, Red. Can't you give me a hug, Grandma? My arms were swallowed whole by wolves. You must chop off their limbs and bring them to Grandma so I can hug you again. Can't you teach me how to sing again, Grandma? I do wish to continue teaching you, but the wolves are always howling, and I dare not startle them. Why did it take so long to find me, Grandma? There are simply too many wolves, Red. They're hiding themselves along the side of the road. You must cut off their hides and make Grandma some clothes with them. Sob. Thanks, Grandma. Are you really going to disappear, Grandma? That depends on if you can help Grandma, my sweet child. Yeah, Grandma, sure, Grandma. Grandma Caesar. I found a wolf in Lungman, a fake one, but she had the smell of a true wolf on her. I haven't found anything new since then. Well, actually, I haven't been looking, Grandma. Oh, I don't blame you, Red. You're the most well-behaved, kindest child in all the land. I'm not. I passed out on my first wolf hunt. I was too weak. Kelsey found me in the grass and saved me. When I was with her, she told me about a lot of things I didn't know about. What is protection? What is murder? What is suffering? What is happiness? What can I learn? What can I do? There's a lot of questions, and they're all really hard. I don't get them. Suffering? Happiness? It's all because I didn't take good care of you. On the contrary, it's me who needs your help. If you are an unhappy child, you can stay in Rhodes Island. I don't have much time left. You can forget Grandma. Forget your life as a wolf hunter.
The guilt tripping. Oh my goodness, Grandma. Red opens her eyes. The windows and door to her room are shut tight. Not even a wisp of wind can find its way inside. This is the third time this night she has awoken to the same dream. Grandma needs me. Wiggles ears forcefully. I promised Kelsey, if I want to leave Rhodes Island, I need to tell her. But Kelsey's not here. She went to a place called Tremons or something, a city far, far away. I should wait. No, I can't wait. Grandma can't wait. Sniffs an alarm. Ah yes, the unlucky color, red. I smell a wolf. Not many true wolves left. They're here. Hurting Grandma's just a game to them. And the rules of my game says I should kill them. Grandma's still waiting for me. All for you, Grandmama. November 5th, 3:17 p.m. For this extraordinary night, I sharpen my claws.
For a swift hunt, I bare my fangs.
For unrestrained festivities, I fight to the very last.
Only when the last one of us stands can the game reach its end.
Why are we this way? Because we are wolves.
The acting is pretty meh, but it's always nice to support street art. Check out these lights and the decor, and those tunes.
Emperor? What are you doing here?
Hey, you here too, ain't you, Wolf Pup? A party like this needs a genius artist like me. No shit, I'm here. Take a good look, Agnes. These kids know party way better than you.
Did you come here for the party or for Agnes?
Agnes might have taught you a lot, kid. But did she ever tell you a party's a good place to see old friends? Emperor here with a hyper-killer stare. Friends list full at 100 no matter where. Grab a gun, shoot you dead. He don't care. What do you think?
You're just singing random words.
Improvisation. It's called improv, girl. Agnes, don't tell me you didn't teach your kid what kind of music that people crave.
Don't badmouth her. Agnes is amazing. She taught me way nicer songs than yours.
Oh yeah? What else did she teach you?
Lots of things. How to light a fire, how to find places to sleep, how to hold a bow, how to use a knife, how to hunt, and how to bleed my prey afterwards.
Yeah? What's with all the fighting and killing?
She also taught me about which way the wind blows, what flowers smell like, how to talk to tusk beasts. She taught me how to talk to humans and how to live with them.
You know, you might just have the gift of the gab there, unlike the red one. She says half a word, and folks, it's already on edge.
Agnes told me that the humans' carnival is a lot of fun, and how I can be happy and free in the city, just like out in the wilds.
Sounds like she taught you a lot. You lucky. The other fangs don't get a chance to learn all that.
The other fangs.
I met the rest of them. I met the rest of the pack and their fangs. You listen to one word coming out their mouths, and you lose it. Tell you the truth, Agnes. If it weren't for all this urgent business, I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with you, Signori de Lupi, or whatever you call yourselves. I know. The Wolfpack's a bunch of stubborn, savage losers, but there ain't no getting out of this family reunion for the two of you.
Stubborn, savage losers. Ah, what a great description, Emperor. Agnes's family.
My will's not enough to avert the entire pack's gaze. The hell are you talking about, Agnes? What happened to all that breaking free from this road and starting a new life? The game is a collective decision of the pack. Before it ends, we cannot be distracted by other matters. This is our nature. Worry back at that boring-ass game of yours. To go against our nature is an endless climb. Talk about a pain in the ass. Seriously, I don't want to talk to y'all ever again. I try and have a normal conversation, but you always gotta bring it back to nature or whatever.
Agnes said the scheme must have a winner.
You dumbass mangy mutt. I take back everything good I ever said about you. Forget it. You taught this kid so much about the outside world. Don't tell me you're still thinking about sending her to a death match with the other fangs. You didn't ask me to get her to Rhodes Island just so she could die today, did you? If you're so worried about keeping her safe, then get her ass back to Rhodes already. Sheesh. You'll keep running around for no good reason.
Rhodes Island.
Whoa. When the hell did these Tuspies come? Who are you trying to scare? Flashing your grills like that?
They're scared. They can smell the fangs. I smell them too. The wolves are here. November 5th, 4:05 p.m.
Hey, what the? What's the big idea? Shoving that freezing can of salt soda into my face? Get the crap out of me.
Salt soda. Ew.
You get way too into Ludmilla's stories. So what happened next? This Halula lady, did Crown Slayer manage to kill her in the end?
No, Crown Slayer didn't kill her.
Shame. Imagine staying by Tallulah's side the entire time, but never realizing your so-called leader was an evil dragon spewing lies. A lot of lives could have been saved. Say, this Crown Slayer didn't kill Tallulah or the Emperor of Ursus. Why take that name?
Salt soda's decent? I kind of want to try it then.
Easy for you to say. We're talking about an Emperor and evil dragon here. You ever killed anyone, Romy? Wait, you couldn't have, could you? I mean, when you worked for the Borgias. I've never done any of the sort. I was just a night driver. They're not gonna ask a guy like me to kill someone. Considering how crappy your driving is, would the Dons really have picked you to drive them around at night? Night driving. This some sort of familiar lingo I don't know. It means exactly what it sounds like, driving at night. You're talking like a police officer. I'm telling ya, it's all in the past now. Now that you mention it, Romy, you've been getting more tickets than usual lately. It's Carnival. The whole city's packed full of both people and cars. You know that, man. And just so you know, I used to drive around a nomadic city full of ruins while trying to hide from a catastrophe. Still stuck in one of Ludmilla's stories, huh? Speaking of, those stories are just ones you heard while in Ursus, right? You go into so much detail, it's almost like they were actually about you. Look at you guys, drinking the soda she brought you, listening to her stories, and now bothering her with questions. Didn't your mom ever teach you manners? Got me there, Summer. Sorry, Ludmilla.
It's fine.
You know you don't have to treat us every week, right? How long has it been since you came to our camp? 3 months? 4?
Not too sure myself, but it's been a while now.
We pay you a wage, but you always end up giving it all back to us. Why not listen to my advice? Save some for the future so you can start a business.
You've all got families to feed. Me? I'm flying solo. Don't have anything else to spend that money on anyway. Besides, I'm one Ragazza
And when Ragazza Sfortunata, even if I save it all, it's likely to sprout wings and fly away.
That ain't a lie. Unfortunately, she is unlucky like that.
Oh, don't be like that.
Look, it's just 2 crates of salt soda. I actually want to treat you guys to some beer for the weekend. But since you guys will be busy with that film shoot at Court Square tonight, you'll just have to make do with soda. If you're still thirsty, feel free to take more.
I'll have a couple more then.
Gulp, gulp, gulp. Delicious salt soda. Yummy, yummy.
Here, not gonna try one yourself, considering you're the one who brought them in? Who bought them? Oh, didn't realize you hadn't had one yet. Just how many bottles are you trying to have, man? Oh wait, sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm good.
Look, everyone knows Ludmilla. Though I wouldn't say we don't completely mind. To tell you the truth, when I took off your mask, it scared the hell out of me.
Since when could you give a covenant ring to Groza? When you could start giving it to Dushibnaya. Or around that time, as far as I could see. Which reminds me, I still gotta give my Dushibnaya a ring as well. Hehehe.
We understand that, as an infected, you're probably more worried than us about it spreading around. Don't blame Romy and the others for pestering you with questions. They don't mean anything bad about it. They just want to get to know you a little better. Don't be a stranger, Ludmilla.
The setting sun dyes the grass in the camp, and the driver's face is a deep red. Summer leans against the back of his truck, stretching his hand out to her. The other drivers look at her, nary a hint of weariness on their smiling faces. Can you get drunk off of salt soda? The reprober wonders as she furrows her brow. After a short moment of silence, she lowers her mask and takes the preferred bottled of soda from him.
Alright, it's nearly showtime. Time to pack things up and drive over to Court Square. Irene was real clear about how strict the filming schedule is, even stricter than our dispatch timetables. We can't be late or be causing City Hall a whole lot of trouble. What about Irene herself? That she wants to go talk to Judge Lavinia about qualification audits for new drivers. Oh. Oh yeah, Summer. You're really not coming along? It's easy. You just need to drive your truck and follow along. Make a big scene. City Hall's even paying us more than a day's wage to do it. I've been driving a little too much lately. Now that I've finally gotten some spare time, I wanted to catch up on some Z's. How about you, Ludmilla?
I've got something to take care of, so I'll be hanging back too.
Suit yourself. We'll be off then. Phew, finally.
Once the convoy of trucks is left, the night slowly washes over the camp. Summer, on his lonesome, goes to his own truck. He starts the engine, but before he even closed the door, Figure was already sat in the passenger seat. Seatbelt fastened and all.
Ludmilla?
Thought you were going to catch some Z's. Not much of a night drive with an empty passenger seat, yeah?
Ludmilla,
What was it you said again? Don't be a stranger, Summer. Well. And now PV6. Actually, wait. Let's check out. Ta-da! She becomes a trucker.
スレイヤーお互い馴染みのある名前だろうしこのままでいいいずれお前
Yay!
もこの名の持つ真の意味を理解することになるかもしれない
Oops.
おかえりドクター
Her Ian voice to listen? Let me find her real quick. I'm probably gonna accidentally scroll past her though. Never mind, I found her.
You want me at your side to see if Rhodes Island can live up to the talk? All right then. So long as your security doesn't
She does look
give you
cool.
too much trouble. Life in the Truckers Mutual Aid Association? We drive, we deliver, we drink, we mess around and have a good time. Nobody bears their fans a knowable cine. But as my mentor once said, the fans will never truly disappear. My old methods still work. Contact, everyone, spread out. Move out. Watch the smoke and don't get separated. Drink deep of the suffering of the deceased. Hate. It's all you deserve. You can see me? But I threw down a smoke screen. Take off my mask? I'd rather not. Had to breathe with all the smoke, right? I keep it on for a reason. Have you been on the ship all day, Doctor? Me? No, I just happened to be behind you. It's pure coincidence.
Ah yes, pure coincidence. Yep, calm and reasonable person. And now back out. A tsundere. And now for vengeance and eye. Eyes of Priestess. CCTV. And away we go. Hoo hoo hoo. November 5th, 10:17 p.m. It's not like I used all of my leaves from Truckers Union for you or anything. I love that.
That's the gist of it, Ludmilla. Told you everything I know.
What are you delivering for the Venetias?
It's a batch of tires tonight. It's usually stuff for making vehicles, originium engines, steel alloys, things like that. At times there's also frozen fins, frozen meat, booze, meds. It's pretty common in other Syracusan cities. Goods that the familiar buy don't have to go through normal customs, so they can save a lot of taxes. But here in Volsini.
I get it. No need to go into detail.
Alright.
This isn't your first time, is it?
Ludmilla. Did you hang back from joining tonight's film shoot because of me?
What do you think?
When did you figure me out? Why the hell do you keep following us? Look, sorry, but Ruggiero and I are really busy here. Would you mind leaving? So busy you can't even stop for a cup of coffee. Come on, Sommer. Ruggiero, lighten up. This is Nuovo Volsini. We're all citizens here. We're going to be rubbing shoulders for quite a while longer. Gotta talk to one another, you know. How about we set up a cafe across from your camp? With that many drivers, business would be booming, and it'd be easy for us to meet up. The hell's going on? Where's all the smoke coming from? My eyes, gah! Murda, which one of you Stronzi hit me?
gosh. All the dots.
Summer, Ruggiero. We don't know who did it either. We're all the way over here. And we haven't moved an inch. And you know we can't do arts. I heard the reason why this plate was put out on the border of the city, and why City Hall didn't do anything with it until they let us up our camp, is because it used to. So stop talking crap already. I'll let you two off this time. Now I remember. We never had a chance to know you better until you helped us out of that bind that time. Everyone started to talk to you, asking about what the hell your mysterious arts are, and your experiences in Ursus.
A familiar associate's not going to come looking for you just because they don't like the look of your face. They kept pestering you after that. Why didn't you tell me, Summer? Does Irene know? Shakes head.
I need to get Guri her treatment and bring her over to Nobunaga. I need this money, Ludmilla. And what use of telling you have been? They're a pack of rabid wolves who won't give up until they catch the prey. I'm not going to bring that sort of trouble into the association. We're a band of brothers and sisters living together, but we're just ordinary people, nothing more.
The faces on the drivers flashed through Ludmilla's mind, one after another. She doesn't say anything.
Hey, you didn't tell Ludmilla, did you? Don't worry, she's in her tent right now. She's never taken off that mask since she arrived here, and she sometimes frowns when... Breaks my heart. It does. You're telling me... I've been holding back from Smokey these past few days. She's been around. It's killing me. Quick, light up already. Ludmilla! Scusa. We're about to do a night delivery, so we're just gonna have a pre-drive smoke to pick ourselves up. Or not. No smoking is fine. We'll put them out right away.
If you want to smoke, go ahead. No need to hide it from me.
Huh? Well, everyone thought you wore the mask because you got a weak throat or something. Your crystals are in a pretty peculiar place, you know. Us drivers smoke a lot, so we thought.
You're overthinking things.
Well, we just hope you like it here, Ludmilla. You better get off and wait at the intersection coming up. We're about to arrive, and there'll be trouble with the Venetias. If I show up with Rando in tow.
Yeah, they are very nice.
Ludmilla.
Enough. I got in your truck, so I'll stick with you all the way.
Thanks, Ludmilla. No matter what happens, I'm lucky to have you with me.
You've been listening to this song on a loop for a while now. Not tired of it?
Of course not. A Chance Encounter is an amazing song, and Sora's got one hell of a singing voice. It's the hottest new single this week. There was an interview saying she recorded it just for Carnival. A Chance Encounter. Now, I'm not a cultured man, but these words, don't you think they're about people like us? You're going to leave, aren't you, Ludmilla?
What?
You said you didn't have any family or friends left in Syracuse, and no place to go. Everyone at camp will be happy to have someone as interesting as you stick around. Irene and I have talked it over before, and I feel like you're not going to stay with us at the Union forever.
There's doubt in your eyes and hate, but I don't know who they're for.
Do you still remember what you were like when you first saw Irene?
I don't remember anything worth mentioning. I woke up in the camp, and you and Irene were standing in front of me.
The moment you saw her, your expression changed in an instant, though it went back real quick. You thought she was someone else, didn't you?
before Sora and her tour.
I might have been a bit lightheaded when I woke up. A Lupo woman wearing a red hoodie, protective gear around her neck. Irene really does remind me of someone I hate. Doesn't matter if it's Yan or Syracusa. Every time I run into that girl, I get struck by a bout of bad luck. So that's how it is. I'm not going to ask you if those stories of Ursus are ones you've heard from elsewhere, ones you've experienced yourself, Ludmilla. No need for us to argue over who's more unlucky in life, either. This really is a chance encounter between the two... this really is a chance encounter between two... Fortunati. Ha ha. Irene always says life will show you how much it cares for people with bad luck. It's just running a bit late is all.
Ludmilla says nothing in response. As a truck turns past the intersection, she turns her head and looks to look out the window on a whim. Ah, on a whim.
That's... Kazo, the steering wheel's not working all of a sudden. Summer, look out. There's a car over there.
Truly bad luck. Dang. It's like whenever I see her, something bad happens. Let me just look out the window.
True Wolf, finally found you. You would not get away. Hey, can't you see there's people in there? Your knife and my arrow blew out their tires. Should we save them?
That's just bad luck. Oh. You're right, Agnes. We shouldn't get distracted during a hunt. Ah. Oh, that is the ultimate bad luck. Yeah, it was no culprit. It was just literally bad luck. A splitting headache pounds against the blade. A splitting headache pounds against the inside of Ludmilla's skull. She yanks off her seatbelt and pushes open the truck door, falling from her seat as she does. Her face plants into the ground as she sees a familiar red silhouette fade down the intersection. Before the dizziness disperses, before she can take stock of the situation, before she can check on Summer, rage, an unending rage washes over her like the tide.
What the hell's with this bad luck? How come it's you again? You goddamn Lupetta!
You know, I don't blame her. Like, what the heck? It had to be right when she looks out the window.
I've handled tougher fights in the Syracuse of old, with many more people on the other end. But I'm always the last one standing, no exceptions. Don't treat humans like beasts. Your hunting skills won't work on me. You can certainly continue to try. Same goes for you, Project Red.
I'll find you.
My blade? Not sharp enough. Come. You can't hide from me forever. I won't wait any longer for Vargo's answers.
At least now we know what happened that night.
I lost. To the Vopo out of nowhere. Damn pup. Think you can just walk away after I finally found you? You again?
Ludmilla brandishes her knife once again, but Project Red nimbly dodges it. A heavy kick immediately slams into her back. Her arm is pinned down, and her knife clatters onto the ground. By the time she can react, she's already being pressed down into the dirt. Ugh. The rough scraping of her face against the ground brings a memory to the forefront of her mind. In the alleys of Lungmen, she was held down by the same damnable wolf pup, unable to resist then either. The tower defense be tower defensin'. Pretty good. Yeah. At that point, you know, I wouldn't even go after her. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna avoid her at all costs. Like Project Red, nah. We're We're never gonna see each other again. The same sorry figure pressed against the ground, the same pain shooting through her body.
Gah! My arm! Let go of me! That's... Buffonculo. You stronza! I nearly had my revenge in Lungman. Why did you have to get between me and Kelsey? Maestro couldn't fight anymore, so why'd you kill her? Why the hell do you keep showing up over and over again? Why can't I kill you? Why?
Bares teeth in irritation.
I remember you. I hunt wolves. You're not a true wolf. No need to kill you. Kelsey said we shouldn't kill a homeless hyena. Your pain. Kelsey doesn't want me to kill you.
A homeless hyena. Oof.
Grandma's waiting for me. I don't have time to waste. I need to find the last true wolf. Don't get in my way again. I've left Rose Island. I'm not listening to Kelsey anymore.
The lupo clad in the red hood stays for not a moment longer, disappearing down the depths of the alley. Ludmilla doesn't get up. She lies against the ground, cradling her near-dislocated arm, waiting for the pain and humiliation to seep in and drown her. She suddenly remembers Summer's words.
This really is a chance encounter between two Fortunati. Ha ha. Irene always says life will show how much it cares for people with bad luck. It's just running a bit late is all.
You're sure about that, Summer?
Summer. Oh right, Summer. Damn it, I got so caught up in chasing that stupid wolf pup. I forgot Summer's still in the truck.
Oops. Summer, he's just taking a little nap is all. Gotta love all the craziness. I got this. 17, 18, 19. First one down. And then second one down. This will be fine. Okay, next one down. Actually, wait, no, not right there. Right here's fine. Just a bit, and there. You know what, why not? Silly truckoon. Yeah, no fear. You know, I'll put her here too. I wonder what's like those guys playing the tubas that can spew fire. I wonder if it tastes like pepper. Spicy. They just be standing there menacingly. Ah, yeah, their music is lit. Literally, I love it. Or just really mad breath. Oh! Ooh, Reprobas have moderate physical fitness. And the females are usually stronger than the males. Oh no, Lappy, I'm sorry. I didn't put down a healer in time. Oh, my bad.
Mission accomplished.
Their origin is during the Shansha conquest? Ooh.
I'm terribly sorry that you came all this way here for nothing, signore. Did she not tell you where she was going? No, but please let Judge Lavinia know that Irene is looking into your requests in all earnestness. When she came back to the camp, she asked us all to inspect all the association trucks. She should be investigating the accident right now. Alright, calm down. I'm not here about that. Ludmilla, do you know where Irene went? Why are you being so sneaky? Nearly didn't notice you. How'd your clothes get so torn up? Did you get into a fight?
Ooh. They value internal unity and discipline the most. A traditional family is a matriarchy in which the most powerful matriarch leads the family, who is normally elected by many different tribes as their guardian, despite spending most of their lives in the arid wilderness. But the only reprobas we know of is Ludmilla so far. I want to know what the matriarch would be like. I tripped.
Are you Ludmilla? I have something for you. It should really be sent to Irene so she can notify you, but since she's not here, giving it directly to you should work too.
What is it?
A citizenship certificate and identity documentation. You passed city halls and the court's background checks, and you've accumulated enough citizen points. From this day onwards, you are a legal citizen of Nuovo Volsini and formally registered under the Truckers Union Registrar of Drivers, and are enlisted to all rights stipulated in the new Urban Management Act.
Oh my goodness, congratulations, Ludmilla, look at you!
Haha, finally! You treat us to salt soda every day. May you treat us to salt soda a day too early, Ludmilla. Surprised? We are aware of your special circumstances. You still need to undergo regular orthopedic checkups. If your infection worsens, we will re-evaluate your treatment plan.
Wow! Hey, have fun, see you later!
The Truckers Union holds a special position in the city. At first, it would have been quite difficult for you to pass the background checks. Irene actually came over to City Hall and courthouse many times over this matter. She even made herself your guarantor. And many of your fellow drivers followed her and signed off on your materials too.
Aw, she was the one that she was trying to guarantee. That's cute.
Oh, don't look at me like that, Ludmilla. We couldn't just let you treat us to food and drink forever. Ludmilla? Look, no need to push her too hard. She's not the talkative sort. Why? When I got my certain documents, I was probably way more shocked than she is. I understand. According to our data, the uncle who took you in as a child was involved in a turf war, and his entire family was murdered. To be honest, everyone's got a story like that. After the founding of Nuovo Volsini, many Syracusans once under the yoke of the Familiae rushed over, obtaining new identities and breaking free of their influence. Many mafiosi have also broke free of their Familiae in this manner. In this city, we all have the right to escape our past and embrace new lives. Congratulations, Ludmilla.
Okay, there's also Spot and Beanstalk. Ludmilla silently stares at the certificate and documents in her hand. Beanstalk, the matriarch.
A chance encounter. No, I'm not a cultured man, but these words, don't you think they're about people like us? This really is a chance encounter between two Sfortunati. Haha. Irene always said that life will show how much it cares for people with bad luck. It's just running a bit late is all.
So this is how life decides to repay the unfortunate.
What's gotten into you, Ludmilla? Has Summer shown up? No, hasn't been on the break from yesterday evening up till now. I mean, no, hasn't he been on break from yesterday evening up to now? Maybe he's picking out Carnival presents for Guri. Don't make excuses for him, Ruggiero. I know what's going on with the two of you. I was riding alongside him last night. You talking about the car crash last night? Mm-hmm. That was our truck. My god. Based on the look in your face, he hasn't come back here. Know anywhere he might go? Think quick. There was supposed to be delivery to the service station near Dock 3 last night. At times, we'll also head over to some abandoned warehouses under Venetia Trucking. I've already checked them all. The scene of the crash was already cordoned off by the time I went back, and Summer and the truck were both gone. After that, I searched the places you mentioned, nothing. How could I have left him there? Damn it, if I wasn't distracted by that wolf pup, maybe. Ludmilla. I'll keep looking for him.
November 7th, 2:30 p.m. She the one who lit the truck on fire.
This is the only place left.
Ludmilla stands between the shipping containers, looking out at the bustling port in front of her. Over the course of the entire day, she searched everywhere she could, but found nothing. She was once able to make her way through catastrophe-torn Chernobog with ease, and lead her team on a precision strikes in the middle of a chaotic battlefield. Yet now, she could not locate even an ordinary truck driver. She feels like the target of some sick joke. An inkling of helplessness suddenly worms its way into her mind. For Ludmilla in the fire, because that's what her maestro taught her, how to light a fire.
Are you saying we're sending the floats off now? Yep, they're all assembled anyway. Send them all to the expansion plate. That's where the Carnival parade is starting. I knew that. What I meant was, weren't we meant to send them off at night? The rain started pouring down all of a sudden earlier, remember? Not often we see such bad weather come by Novovosini. Who the hell knows if it'll rain again later today? There's a dozen giant floats out on the move we're talking about. If they ran into that kind of weather, we'd have to do traffic control, and I'd rather not to deal with that headache.
Yes, fire hides everything.
I suppose that makes sense. Come on. Sbrigati, well, the rain stopped. Oh right, you're going to be passing by a lot of places on the way. Remember to cover those floats with tarps. City Hall wants to keep their designs a mystery until the parade. Got it. I'll go call the boys over. If Summer could only go back the way he came, and he wanted to hide the truck in the porch this busy, don't tell me he...
In the corner of Novovosini's port, a dozen or so mobile cranes are hoisting up giant tarpaulins, creating a labyrinth out of thin air, sealed away from the outside. Under the tarps, a dozen oddly shaped giant beasts sleep silently. Ere their resurrection at Carnival, this is their cemetery. Ludmilla passes by them. She's not in the mood to investigate these strange constructs. She walks directly to the end of the procession and stops. There lies a great wolf. Vast amounts of imitation fur cover the truck underneath its frame. Its tail also conveniently droops over the eye-catching dents and gouges of the truck's carriage. It bears its fangs in soundless snarl, guarding the secrets hidden below its body. She pulls open the door to the truck's container. She is greeted by a pile of black tires alongside. Oh my goodness, Vinland Saga. Only watched the first season because I was so upset. Oh, my favorite character. Eh.
This is... What are you delivering for the Venetias? It's a batch of tires tonight. It's usually stuff for making vehicles, originium engines, steel alloys, Things like that. At times there's also frozen fins, frozen meat, booze, meds. It's pretty common in other Syracusan cities. Goods that familiar buy don't have to go through normal customs, so they save a lot on taxes. But here in Nuovo Volsini,
Ludmilla pulls out her dagger, running against the seam in the tire she spotted just now. She slashes a thick rubber, revealing what lies hidden within. Guns, staves, crossbows, even originium explosives. Oh, dang. Ludmilla reminds you of Thorfinn. Aw. When calm, a force to be reckoned with. A calm storm, but when it comes to the one they hate, all that skills goes down the drain. Yeah. Guns, staves, crossbows, even originium explosives. Sommer, you idiot. Did you know that you're transporting this kind of merchandise? Pizzette, this is suddenly a lot more complicated than smuggling tires and crashing them into the acting mayor. Wait, someone's coming.
it should be here somewhere. I'll take that Sangambino. You look here. Veloce. Capone. Did you ever think about how we're going to explain to Venetia Jr. where we picked up this trail, assuming we do? I mean, sure. We can't just say Lapin told us. Actually, I'm more worried about how the crazy Paza even knew Sommer stashed this truck in the port. What the hell is she cooking up here? Forget about it! No point in thinking about that crap. Just get back to work. Wait, I think the police is outside. The police is outside. Hide.
Sir, it's me, Noemi. Have you found anything on your end? I don't drink coffee, it's too bitter. Come on, let's stay focused on the task at hand. I know the truck we're looking for is hidden around here somewhere. Get over here, quickly. Right, the west side of the port, where the floats are being stored. Wait. The dock hands are starting to... Ludmilla hears the sounds of cranes pulling away the tarps, and the engine of the vehicle up ahead starting up. Both the mafiosi and the police are close by. This float, its secret, Sommer, and the truck driver's new lives are about to be exposed to the light of day. But yeah. Ludmilla's hand brushes past her side, and she feels a damp spot in her pocket. It's the document she folded up and stuffed in there, proof that she is now one of those idiots. They must have gotten soaked in the rain as she ran to the port. She didn't have time to stash them away in her tent when she left camp. Caught in the autumn rain again, she snaps back to reality. It's getting cold, she thinks. It'd be great if she could warm herself up by the fire right now. Look at this bonfire out here among the snow, friend. Once, it could ignite the anger of the infected. It could spark the dream of reunion. It could set all of Ursus ablaze. But now, all it does is keep us warm. First, learn how to light a fire. Burn down this house and everything in it so that nobody can find us. Fire hides everything, Ludmilla. Ludmilla stands in the shadow, not too far away, silently watching the blaze lick away at the carriage. It rises, engulfing the entirety of the Great Wolf. Fire can ignite anger. It can spark a dream. It can also bury everything in ash. And her own smoke can help conceal the fire. Before anyone else catches on, she can let it build into a towering inferno. Inextinguishable. I'm one ragazza, so fortunata. Well.
よかったわね、ドクターくん。
Welp. And that'll be a pretty good cliffhanger for tonight. Plus, I unlocked a stage that I want to farm. I mean, sure, it's rare, but there's a chance of getting it, and then I can go back to... Actually, over here. Common. Decisions. What am I gonna start farming more? Common or rare? You know, why not both? Now that I think about it. I also gotta redo this one. PV9. Eventually. It has durian there. Oh, fun. But man, I'm just trying to get as much gacha funds. Oh, pain and suffering. I think it's kind of hilarious knowing that this was all just a big misunderstanding. It was truly an accident. Just, holy cow, sheesh. So many things to buy. So many things. Oh man. Of course I went for the headhunting permit first, but next I'll get my tokens. I can be good about that. Actually, no, I gotta get this next. I need Perfumer's outfit because she's cute. Clearly I got my priorities in check. Truly, it's like, why'd you go to Rhodes Island of all places? So, I guess we'll see why during this event, hopefully. Oh man, the craziness that's going on. Lappy's just enjoying the show. It'll be fun seeing how crazy the carnival's gonna end up. But yeah, I will finish the event for sure before it ends. I believe it's gonna be all good. And I'm gonna redo that stage later. I'm gonna be good. I have to at this point. And then heck, of course I'll have my Lapland the Unemployed ready by next time too. It's gonna be one crazy ride. Oh, I'm excited. And I'll have my Lappy ready for then. Oh, she's a work in progress. I just need more EXP tickets really. I don't have them in time. Heck, I'll buy from the store too. I've been making some in base as well, so all is well. For tonight, Ludmilla's side got my attention. Just because it's so funny figuring out what actually happened. And also kind of oof.
おかえり、ドクター。
Sad how things had to be that way. Let me look out the window and see what happens. Oh, it's her! Car crash. It's like, dang. What a coincidence. The saddest coincidence ever. Truly, holy cow. And okay, I can do this now. I'll get those afterwards. But yay. Lavinia's working overtime. Yeah, she is. She deserves all the pizza. All the fresh pizza and pasta she can get later on. Oh man, I can't wait to see what happens next. But I will resist. I will wait until next week. So that being said, thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and epic gacha luck. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Oh man, so much farming to do, but it's okay. I at least got unlock some stages that'll be decent. For now. Until next week anyways, and then I'll have better stages.